Okay, so some say October is the best month for sports. It's kind of hard to disagree. And now you get places like this, a bettor's dream, if you will, the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Capital One Arena in D.C. A sportsbook in an arena. What else do you need? 2 stories, 18,000 square feet, days like today, where you have the NBA, NHL, MLB postseason, college football, and you're getting ready for NFL Sunday. This is all you need. It operates 365 days out of the year, and you can use a window or a kiosk to place your bets. And maybe that is exactly where our one Tim Doyle went to place his winning bets yesterday, the Pentagon of bets. Tim, I'm not sure if you bought out the place because I don't see a lot of people behind you. And you were giving me Fred Flintstone vibes, Mr. Moneybags there. Congratulations. Yeah, you gave us 5 plays yesterday. 4 of them hit there. Your Pentagon picks, the only one that didn't. Broncos money line. Tim, how you feeling right now?
Amanda, I feel amazing. That's why I'm in a leopard print robe, because all I did was bathe in my money. Yes, I brought the money bag with me to D.C. Yes, I am in a secluded area. Why? Because I'm VIP. And the sportsbook here at the Capital One Arena has that ability for those high rollers, those VIP players, to have their own sectioned off area. Downstairs, Mob City, line around the block. And then when I'm walking out, they're just like, stop giving us all these winners. Like, I'm going to bust this place out, Amanda. So let's get to tonight's slate. I got some games I absolutely love.
Okay, well, we're going to get to those. I want to know, before this is all said and done, if you brought that robe from home or if you bought it there. You get the Nets of the 76ers. There's a lot of drama in this one. The Nets, no Kyrie. 76ers, no Ben Simmons. So the lines we're looking at right now, Nets favored by 3. The total there, 229 and a hook. What's your play here?
Yeah, so many distractions, right? Kyrie Irving only going to play in road games. Is he going to play? What's going on there? And then obviously the Ben Simmons debacle of him practicing with the phone in the pocket. But I'm going to pick Philadelphia here, and I'm going to pick them on the money line, and here's why. I think they're better without Ben Simmons. They're going to go, oh, Ben Simmons is an all-star and stuff. Yeah, but we all know this. We've all had jobs at some point. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're a distraction, if you're not a good guy, if you're not one of those guys pulling in the same direction, the company, the team, whatever, they're better off without you. I thought the 76ers rallied last game in New Orleans. You know, New Orleans hired Mike D'Antoni to be their quote-unquote offensive advisor. They held the Pelicans to under 100, which is really hard to do nowadays in the NBA. Joel Embiid was fantastic in that game because it was a balanced game. He only had 22 points, but his matchup on the other end, Jonas Valanciunas, was awful. 3 of 19. Why? Because Embiid was playing both ends of the floor. I believe the 76ers' identity needs to be they need to be a defensive team. I don't think they have the same offensive firepower as the Nets. And where was their defense? They gave up 127 points to the Bucks. They were awful. Ring night, emotional, get a little teary-eyed. You're supposed to take advantage of a team like that. They actually got embarrassed in Milwaukee. I don't even know how the Nets are favorite in this game. It's like crazy to me. I've seen the line just start dripping down. Bet it now. Bet Philadelphia on the money line. And after you win this game, you go get a robe like this.
Which I'm sure costs a lot of money. Pelicans at Bulls. Let's talk about that. Bulls favored by 7. The total here, 224. Now, yesterday you're complaining that Chris Hassel does all these segments. So I need to make sure, because I sit way on the other side, COVID rules, right? Like, got to be 6 feet apart. Have you been touting the Bulls this whole time? How do you feel about the game?
I mean, I love the Bulls. I mean, the hair on the back of my neck and the hair on my back stand up when I talk about the Bulls, okay? They're a locked playoff team. They're a minus 180 before the season. They're going to make the playoffs. And here's the deal. Their starting lineup is electric. DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Nick Vucevic, and then they add in Lonzo Ball. Their bench, all right, maybe needs some work. Caruso's a solid guy off that bench. Obviously, we all know him from his Laker days. But this is a team that I think is only going to get better as they build that unity and continuity with all these new faces. I hate laying 7 in an NBA game because you could be up 8, you could be up 9, and all of a sudden a random 3. So here's the way I'd bet this game. If you want to bet it straight, lay the 7. Or if you want to throw it in a parlay, I like betting win, especially in the NBA, because it just bothers me. It irks me when you have the right team, they win the game, and then the carnival basketball happens in the fourth quarter, some wild threes, and they win by 5. So you can't bet them on the money line straight up. Throw it in a parlay. You want to watch the game. The Bulls are going to win this game. We all know that. Are they going to win by 7? Man, I hope so.
All right, yeah, the Suns and the Lakers. You get both of these teams looking for their first win. The Suns losing to the Nuggets, the Lakers losing to the Warriors. This one's basically a pick-up, Tim. Which way do you go?
Yeah, this is a hard game because Suns looked dominant in the first half. They were at home. They were playing Denver, no Jamal Murray. And then the wheels just completely fell off. Like when you go from 2 margaritas to 3 margaritas. At least for me, that's one too many margaritas, right? You get all caught up in the sugar and stuff. Next thing you don't know what happened. I'm going to play the Suns here on the money line in this game. They're going to go out and win because Los Angeles is going to have chemistry issues. Oh, you don't believe me? Go watch game number 1 where Russell Westbrook is like, hey, where's the ball? Anthony Davis has it. Oh, where's the ball? LeBron James has it. This is a team that's going to grow over time. I do think the Lakers, at the end of the day, are going to be there. Advantage early on in the season to the continuity that the Suns have, bringing back Booker, who was horrendous against the Denver Nuggets. Only had 12 points, couldn't make a shot in that game. Jay Crowder didn't make any field goals. They really played poorly. I think this is a bounce-back spot. It's not a statement game. This is more about the Lakers still figuring out their continuity. So give me the Suns here to go up and win in L.A.
What about a player prop? Do you have a really good player prop you like tonight?
I love Brandon Ingram. You know, like, I don't know about your dance moves, but I do a heavy lip bite. Like, I'm a big lip bite guy. Like,
That's
it
not
works
a dance
for me.
move.
So, yes, it is.
No.
The lip biting, it's a major dance move. I'm the same way when I bet. If I see something that's working, oh, I ride that. Oh, I ride that so much. What did I see? How did I handicap game number 1 with the Pelicans? All right, they hired Mike D'Antoni. They're going to play fast. They didn't get 100 points. But with no Zion Williamson, who's going to take all the shots? They have to carve up, on average, 17 shots a game. Brandon Ingram's going to take all the shots. Game number 1 against Philadelphia. Here's a guy who averages around 18 shots a game. He took nearly 10 more shots, 8 to be exact. So the shot attempts are going to be there. This is just a numbers game. No Zion, carve up shots. Brandon Ingram's going to be the guy. And I'll tell you this against Philadelphia, his prop ended up going over. Look at the numbers. They weren't great. Oh, by the way, 0.0 free throw attempts. He does a much better job of getting to the free throw line. This is like, you can't go wrong with a lip bite on the dance floor or a Brandon Ingram prop. So the more you bet, the more you win.
I can't even respond to that. But you know what? That robe would keep you warm at a hockey game. And we know that you're a hockey guy now, Tim. What's your best play in the NHL tonight?
Yes, I gave you Carolina. Sure, Chris Hassel with his smug little face, huh? He looks like the dentist in Frosty the Snowman. If you really look at Hassel, he's the dentist who got, casted off there. He made fun of me. I gave you Carolina. They won easy, right? Tonight, I'm going to give you a big favorite. Bruins, they're not losing. This is probably one of the bigger games the Buffalo Sabres have played in like the last 20 years, hockey-wise. Why? They're undefeated. They're at home. Obviously, all the situation going on off the ice with Jack Eichel, get this surgery, get that surgery. But like, the Bruins are really good. Like, the Bruins are actually like contenders to win a Stanley Cup. This is one of those games where the bright lights, it's going to be a raucous environment. We all know Buffalo shows out. Their fans are unbelievable. Some would say insane. So I think this is going to be a bright light type of game. They're not used to that. Brad Marchand is still out there scoring goals. He already has 3 this season. So I know it's a lot of wood, but lay it here with the Bruins.
Well, and I will also say, Chris Hassel, who's not here, so we can pick on him all we want. The one play he gave you yesterday was UNLV money line. That did not hit, so he is just flat out a loser there. He gave us a little parlay with the Bulls there. What about another Friday night parlay? What's your best one?
How about this? I'm going to go to the Boston Tea parlay, okay? You remember the old Boston Tea, buddy? The English are coming. Paul Revere, right? Running through the streets or on a horse. I don't know what it was.
I didn't pay attention.
Who even knows if that story's who even knows if that story's real? All right, but we all believe it. Bruins, they're not losing to the Sabres. Celtics, they're playing the Raptors. Do you remember the slogan for the Raptors? We the North. It's actually going to be we the South this year because they're going to be the bottom of the standings. They are not very good. And then the Red Sox. You're getting a little bit of a price. They're going to Houston. The series seemed over. They were up. It was like, this series is over. Then all of a sudden, Houston wins the game. I think there's value here with Boston. I think their lineup rakes. And small little stadium there, they rake in this game. So the Boston Tea parlay, it's not a party. It's only a party. You get the robe on, you get the lip biting. I texted this to the producer. This was me like being creative, Amanda. You know what I mean? Like, you did local news for a while, and it always irked me at the end of local news. You had to end with the story and like, hey, and by the way, check out this squirrel on a skateboard. That's it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Why do you guys do that? That makes me angry.
It makes people happy, Tim. People want to see what was it, a squirrel? A squirrel on a skateboard. Someone you called squirrely, I don't know the word you used for Chris Hassel. What was it? You said he looked like the dentist? You know,
he looked like the dentist in Frosted. There he is. Yeah, doesn't that look like? Yeah, you can see. That's Chris
He kind
Hassel.
of looks like Chris.
Yeah,
he even has
and
like the
we
hair
can pick
coif
on
too.
him. Yeah, he's the dentist. If Chris had a blonde brother, that would be him, the dentist. Now, we love Chris Hassel, and we're all just jealous because he sleeps 14 hours a day, and he has an amazing life. Right? We're the dumb ones. He's the smart ones. You want to know why, Amanda? On a Friday, you and I are working, and he's not, all right? So maybe the joke's on us.
He's drinking the margaritas, but hey, he doesn't have that robe. He doesn't have the sunglasses. Tim, I have all of your picks here. I've written some of them down, but for the people at home, we're going to show them to him. Congratulations on your winnings, by the way, yesterday. 4 of his 5 plays hit there. All right, so recapping his picks there, he likes Philly money line. He's going with a little parlay with the Bulls, Suns money line as well. And then the one that we are not showing you here, but I will say a Boston parlay with the Bruins, the Red Sox, and the Celtics. That is your Friday night parlay.